previously I was like every month was just a struggle to get over the line. But now I'm like I'm halfway through the month that I've made budget, so
Yes.
I can actually start paying myself again, which is great. You'll spend less money and you have a bunch of knowledge. So it's almost like a no-brainer for most businesses. My name's Anders. I run Forward Bike Fit. So I'm a chiropractor. I specialize in helping Melbourne cyclists with bike fitting and injury prevention and treatment.
So what was the problem that you had originally that made you want to reach out?
So the problem I had, so I've been running my business for 5 years. I ran it as a chiropractic clinic initially, but I'm combining it with bike fitting. I wasn't getting a consistent leads or consistent new patients coming in. It was very inconsistent. Pretty much every month was just a bit of a struggle, a bit of a grind. So I knew that kind of online marketing was definitely the way to go. Like I was like, I need to get my message out. How can I do that most effectively? But I've tried so many agencies and so many different approaches, and I just wasted so much money and time. And I got to the point where I just like, this doesn't work. This is stupid. But yeah, I kept seeing the ads, so I just like, yeah, you guys kept showing up.
Got
Unfortunately,
worn down.
yeah.
Unfortunately.
No, unfortunately in this case, but it's at that point I was like, what is this? This is
I know, imagine like, it's your weekend and you just decide to have a bit of a doom scroll and every third video is your boss.
yeah. Oh yeah, pretty much. So
It's my
targeting
life.
you as well. That's
Oh
interesting.
God, absolutely.
Yeah.
Cool. So what hesitations did you have before buying and what was it that got you over the line in the end?
So the hesitation was that I've gone through two agencies before, and I've tried to run ads myself, and I had no idea if it was working or not. And the agencies, I'd end up spending thousands of dollars, and there was pretty much no results. And
Mm,
the last one I spent $25,000 on, and I'm a small business, so that's a lot of money for me. That's like
yeah.
yeah, and I just like I'm never want to see another agency again. This is I don't know how they can keep scamming people because it's like it's yeah, it's really frustrating. Anyway, I put that behind me, and then so I was very skeptical just because it's just I've been burned before, or I'm not sure if it was me or if it was them, but it wasn't working for me. So I kept seeing the ads, like I said, and then I just found that I might as well try it. This was kind of my last little push because I was
Mm,
kind of at the end of like I might close down the business. This might not be working. So this might be the last attempt of social media marketing that I can attempt
mm,
to turn things around. So that, yeah, it's a lot of hesitation, a lot of hesitation.
Yeah, I worked at another agency obviously before this.
Mhm.
And now that I have obviously worked here for numerous years, it makes a lot of sense why the whole agency thing just doesn't work for so many people. Because like you need to be a certain size in order to be able to just like deal with the management fees. And the agency I worked at anyway, they had like different teams. So they had like a social team and then they had a Google team and then they had a web team and nobody like really spoke to each other, even though they were managing the same client. It was never like, let's discuss what you're doing and you're doing and you're doing. And it was sort of like they just kind of go, oh, well, you're getting leads. So whatever you do from here is your problem.
Yeah,
Um, and that was kind of what really bothered me. I was like, no, but shouldn't we all be communicating about these different things together? So if that's anything to go by.
that's exactly my experience as well. Like I'm a small business and I think there was like five or six people that was like in my team of marketers.
Mm,
Like that's just way too much. Like why
yeah.
do you need so many people to run a small little campaign for me? And why am I paying? I can't remember how what it was, but I think it was like $3,000 a month.
Mm.
And yeah, for me to make that back in ads, it's just yeah, it wasn't didn't happen.
No, it's much when you've got like smaller margins, it makes so much sense to put that towards the actual ad spend as
Yeah.
opposed to the management. Yeah. And also, if it's you've never done it before or it hasn't worked for you before, there's
Mm.
no way for you to hold them accountable either. Like
Yeah.
it's so important if you are going to take on an agency, because there are good ones out there, but it's like
Mm.
they need to be explaining this is this number, this is how it all plays in, this is what, and they're also asking for feedback as well, rather
Mm.
than just like, well, here's some volume of people clicking on your page. Do with that what
Yeah.
you will.
Yeah. No,
Oh,
exactly.
I could talk about that for hours.
Uh,
Cool. So, in the time you've been in the program, what results have you got thus far, and what has changed for you?
So the results, so it took a little while. I restructured my business a little bit. So I didn't start getting results straight away because I was kind of short kind of story. Like I was running this as a chiropractic clinic. I've stopped running it as a chiropractic clinic and now I'm just focusing on cyclists.
Mm,
So I was doing ads for chiropractic previously through this program. Um, and it wasn't really working, but it wasn't working because I was going to close it down anyway. Like it was more
mm,
me than you guys. So, but after I restructured and started the ads, I saw pretty much straight away I was getting some leads in, and
mm.
that made me realize like this actually works. And then it's been 2 months now, and I've looked through the numbers, so I'm gonna remember now. I think I had about like I made close like I've had about 80 something leads.
Wow.
And I've closed 27% of those, uh, which is so they've booked or already come in.
Mm,
And they're about $400 per customer. And for me, that's pretty massive.
yeah.
So previously, I was like every month was just a struggle to get over the line to kind of hit budget and but now I'm like I'm halfway through the month that I've made budget, so I can
Yes.
I can actually start paying myself again, which is great. So it's as a small business owner, that's massive. So
Yeah.
it's
Being a
been a huge difference, and I'm actually getting leads in, and I almost know it's still early days, but I know I can kind of close almost like a quarter of them, like
mm,
27%. So if I get 4 leads, I know at least one of them is going to be a booking. So I just need to
mm.
get more leads now. So I'm working on that with different ways. So that's been good.
That's amazing. Are you on Meta or Google?
I'm on both, but mainly
Mm.
Meta.
Was there anything else sort of like professionally or personally that this has kind of changed for you? Like what effect has it had?
The big one was just proof that the service I was providing was actually something that people want. So that's been huge. Just to be
Mm,
like, it's given me a confidence boost. I was like, okay, actually, I have something here that I can provide other people, especially cyclists. And obviously, being able to pay myself has been huge. Yeah, a bit more fun at work when there's a bit more people coming in the door.
mm. No,
It's
that's
less
so
less
good.
of a grind.
Yes.
Yeah.
Interesting that you say that. I was meant to say before, I always find that there's a lot of success when obviously getting super, super niche can sometimes have a reverse effect, but
Mhm.
niching down into one speciality, so people are like, oh, this is the expert in this thing, very often will get you more attention than saying you can do loads of things. So
Yeah.
that makes a lot of sense.
I find that worked really well for me,
Mm,
and it makes it a lot easier to market as well because it's like I just do one thing. This is the one thing I do.
yeah.
If you
And I'm
want
the
it,
best at it.
yeah, yeah, exactly. So that's been good.
Awesome. All right, now this is where I'm going to start getting all nitty gritty. Out of everything with, the workshop program, the support, anything that's in the program, what has been some of the things that you've valued learning the most or you found the most useful in your journey thus far?
The biggest was in the beginning was definitely the workshop. That
Mm,
was huge because I signed up and 5 days later it was a Melbourne seminar. So I just jumped on
mm,
that and I was like straight away I was in and I've learned so much in that kind of that those 2 days. So the workshop was huge and it gave me kind of the foundation to really understand on how to set the ads up and obviously the ongoing support has been great as well. Like just having that someone there to help you if you have questions. And the probably the biggest thing that I feel like I've gotten from this is that I've gotten the knowledge on how to set up ads and run campaigns. So if it didn't work or if like into the future, I already have the knowledge. I can use that
Mm,
knowledge in the future. With previous like agencies, I was like, I didn't have any knowledge and I spent all this money. But at least now I spend less money and I had all this knowledge. So it was kind of
mm.
that was probably the biggest thing that I've gotten from this.
Interesting you say that. I had one of these calls last week and someone said something similar. They were like, it's opened up this like technical know-how has opened up so many other avenues that I would never have like thought to look into in
Mm,
terms of CRMs and landing pages and all this other stuff. And he's like, it's skills for life. And I was like, that's so true. Like it's not just the outcome of the effect it will have on your business, but it's, I
mm.
guess, just general education. Um, and I
Definitely.
think, yeah, it's not something that we as a business, I think, like kind of push. We're just sort of saying, like, this is the result that you'll get for your business, but it's not actually saying the unlimited potential that it kind of unlocks. And I was like, I've
Mm.
never actually thought about it that way, even though it seems obvious.
Yeah. And you're learning kind of the full kind of pretty much from creating the ads to creating the campaign to running the campaign to selling people. Like it's you learn the whole like everything,
Mm,
which means that I'm getting better at selling. And I'm getting better at making videos and speaking in front of a camera and
mm,
presenting my vision and my mission. Like it's not just the leads coming in, it's like the whole it's everything. So
mm,
which and in business, in my opinion, is like it's all about sales and marketing. So and I've gotten better at that through this program, which means that
mm.
yeah, which will help me in the future.
You'll be an influencer before you know it.
I don't know about that, but
Perfect. All right. Last one of these was just if anyone was unsure about booking a call, what would you say to them?
probably what I just said about you're left with the knowledge. So
Mm,
if it doesn't work for whatever reason, you at least have knowledge that you can use for the future. So for running a business, it's like, yeah, you learn how to sell, you learn how to market, you learn how to run a campaign. You learn all those skills. So, and also the price for this program, it's a lot less than other agencies. So you'll spend less money and you have a bunch of knowledge. So it's almost like a no-brainer for most businesses. And I think this is the future of market. Like this is going to be the future of marketing. You know,
mm,
you probably know this a lot. I assume you believe that. Otherwise, you probably
mm.
wouldn't be doing it. But
Yep.
um, you might as well join now or wait a bit and join later. Like it's up to you. Like it's up to the people. Like do you want to join now or do you want to wait and get left behind or join later? Like it's up to you. But that's the way I look at it. It's because marketing it's so essential for businesses. Like
Mm.
it doesn't have to be online marketing, but learning how to market yourself is it's
Huge.
business 101.
Yes.
So,
No, yeah, I didn't even think of this as a concept, like this whole business model as a concept. And then I moved here and it was always our downsell.
yeah.
Um, and I did think, I was like, this is genius. We should really be doing more than this. And then 6 months later, we were like, this is everything we're doing now. It's like, oh,
Yeah. Because
perfect.
I think you're empowering people to like people know a lot more than like with other agencies, they kind of like they're the experts and we're the like the dumb people and they're gonna teach us how to do it. But with this approach is like you guys are empowering the small businesses to make
Mm.
like to learn the skills and that's way more powerful than just someone doing it for you. So I've
It's
implemented that into my business, like more teaching, giving people skill set, just like yeah.